first off, what fascinates you about this matchup between these two teams in the finals?
Good morning, gentlemen. So many things. Two of the best defenses all season, sort of squaring off. The Golden State defense has not been its best attribute in the playoffs. Clearly, they have been defined by what they've done offensively, leading the playoffs with over 114 points per game. One thing I'm really curious about, I'll tell you, is Robert Williams on a couple of fronts here. Number one, at his best, he is this hyper-athletic, vertical threat on the offensive end, paint protecting, rim protecting, shot blocking protecting threat in the paint. But what we saw clearly against Miami is that when that knee is physically limiting him, Boston has to go in another direction with Al Horford at the 5 and maybe playing Grant Williams some more. But even if he's healthy, you would expect Golden State to put him in pick and roll action at the point of attack with Steph Curry. And how does he hold up there? Because Boston's defense changed when they put Robert Williams on the non-shooting or the least likely threat from the perimeter and then allowed him to roam from the paint. He can surprise you guys with his ability to be in the paint and then cover out to a three-point shooter. But I'm just really curious about his physical stature. Is he healthy and can he be Robert? And then even if he is Golden State going to try to attack him and get him away from the cup? So I guess that would be – there's so many compelling things, but that's sort of where my eyes will be to start this thing tonight.
Doris, since the calendar has flipped over to 2022, Boston has been the best defensive team in the entire NBA. But can you talk to us a little bit about how big of an adjustment it will be for the Celtics D going up against the Golden State Warriors after they face isolation-heavy offenses or pick-and-roll-oriented offenses?
Yeah, so it felt like that Miami series was more of a football game or a cage match where every inch of real estate was contested. And, Miami, just everything is contested. They're constantly, slapping down at the ball. It was just such a physical series. And obviously a team that was very reliant on Jimmy Butler, particularly when it boiled down to half-court execution. Now you're talking about a Golden State team that is going to be relentless with its movement. Its second side actions. You think that you've got this switch handled at the point of attack, and then you're pinned down and a slip screen happens and you're getting beat for a layup. So the one thing I think it was Monty Williams, guys, who described it best. I was watching a game one night, and he was asked about dealing with Stephen Curry and the constant motion and movement of what Golden State does. And he said they require great physical stamina, but as importantly, they require great mental stamina. Because as you said, Boston has been the best defense. They've been long, athletic, physical, switchable, incredible communication. They cover for each other. There's no weak point in their starting 5. But the fact of the matter is, you can be elite and great, and Stephen Curry or Klay Thompson can hit a tough contested 3 in your face, and you simply can't put your head down and let that impact your mentality. You simply must keep coming.
Doris Burke joins us. She is, of course, on the coverage tonight on ESPN Radio of the NBA Finals, Game 1 between the Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. She's in San Francisco. Doris, it kind of feels like a trivial question to ask you, but it's something that has been talked about a lot over the last month, and that's Steph Curry and his place in history and how an NBA Finals MVP award would affect that. Would it in any way affect it for you when you look at his overall piece of work, body of work, when we're talking about a player that could be in the top 10 all time?
Well, listen, it's a great question. And here's the way I think of Stephen Curry. If you're a seminal figure in the history of your sport, which he is, and you're a 2-time MVP, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history, your track record's pretty good. You're in the Hall of Fame. There's no question about it. What I admire most about Steph Curry is this guy's. Oh, there's many things, but if you talk to anybody in the Golden State organization, here is a superstar of the highest order. This is a dynasty that has been shaped exclusively on his basketball abilities, and obviously they have had incredible other pieces, right? And the Kevin Durant titles, there's no, ifs, ands, or buts about who was the MVP of those NBA finals. It was Kevin Durant. But the system is built around Stephen Curry and what he does. But he never holds his organization hostage. There is a humility that runs through Steph that I think permeates the organization. And the other part of this is, think about it. And listen, tonight Boston is still going to hunt Stephen Curry on the defensive end because he is the guy in a group of excellent defenders. He's the guy, and Jordan Poole are the guys they're going to go after. But he competes on that end. It may not be a strength, but he changes his body physically so that he can hold up. And there was a pride about him being attacked. It doesn't change the fact that they're going to attack him, but I love the fact that he competes. So where he stands, I don't know, but I feel pretty good if I'm Steph about where my place is in the game because of what I've already achieved.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.